Good idea, bad judgment. There's always a better way. Let's go. So we're about to emery cloth this axle so we can use our bearings and everything. So let me see if I can, maybe I can hold the camera. We'll see. Ooh, that's gonna be a nice close-up. Well, here we go. Let's see. Let's try a different method and see if we can get one that works better. Ready? Let's go. So let's give you a little overview of what we got going on here. We've got our gearboxes that we've been testing. Two different materials in here, two different materials in here. Our gears and our gearboxes have both passed for the modified setup. We have our 4 generic motors. We've got our generic battery adapter. We've got our bus bars, positive and negative. So we've got our battery that plugs in here, comes up to the line side. On my setup, I have the line side feeding the front, and that is so that when the battery is hooked up, I can see the voltage of the battery, and I know that if my power up here is reading voltage, then that means that my battery is still hooked up. So that lets me know that if I don't have anything going on, then I need to click the circuit breaker so we can get going. So that's the line side. On the load side, we run down to the solenoid, and then our solenoid waits for our signal from the pedal. So the positive and the negative run to the switch up here for our pedal, and then we come back, and when we click the pedal, then we're feeding our voltage to our bus bar, which leads to the motor. So that's a short and quick rundown for back here. Now, a little bit of something else that I did is I put this line side that runs up front. I put it on the line side because that way, if we should have a lot of amperage come back through here, it will pop this circuit breaker instead of, well, that's the theory, pop this circuit breaker instead of running the amperage all the way back up front and destroying everything up there. So let's go up to the front. Now, when I said that we were running our switch from our and they're actually our switching wires, which they run up here from the solenoid. It's that red and that black. So I have the red coming up. The red comes up here, and then it connects into this bus bar. It's a smaller one, and then so I have that plugged into the positive. So the solenoid has a positive, but then I have the negative split for that solenoid between the pedal. So I actually have the positive for that solenoid already plugged up, and when I click the brake or the gas pedal, when I click it, that actually is only it's connecting the ground. So I don't have any power running through that switch, which that will keep and minimize your issue where the pedals are getting stuck and you're having runaway cars. I know Alex from Teter Built, he says it very well, and he's been saying it for a very long time now, that this is the way to set it up. And all I'm doing is reiterating that is it. I didn't come up with this setup, so I just want you guys to know that this is the way that I'm running it too, and it works really good. And I'll get some videos posted up when I get the chance, but I just wanted to give a rundown of the setup and how it really does work. You know, like I know a lot of you guys know that it does work, but if you haven't built one yet, or if you are thinking about it, then let's go ahead and cover it a little bit more. So our pedal, we have from our pedal, we have our red and we have our orange wire that I'm using from our pedal. And I'll show you here, which Alex says in his video, use the bottom too. So I know it's not the same car, but the concept is the same. So we have our red and our orange from our pedal. And so our orange runs up here, and um, it connects to the ground, which that ground goes back to the solenoid. And then when we click the pedal, what's happening is that we're plugged into the ground here. So this ground wire goes through here. It's broken by the switch so that there's no ground until that switch is closed. And then it leaves the red wire, jumps on the orange. The orange wire comes down here, goes all the way to the back to the solenoid, and it feeds it, letting it know, hey, you can give power, and then you're ready to rock and roll. So it's very, very simple concept to the way that that Alex has got everything set up. And I'll give a huge shout out to him. He has been an innovator for quite a while now. So he has inspired me to get back into wanting to build some of these power wheels myself. And a lot of you guys might have seen the remote control C7 I made when my son was, I think he was 1, I think, which was like 7 years ago. So it was a brushless 8th scale Mamba setup with a 6S LiPo, and man, that thing was a ripper. And it was remote control set up on a linear actuator, thanks to help of John G. Jones out at Custom Kid Cars. And so he was a huge help years ago, and he's still helping people, So so it's really good. Even though his kids are older now, he's still out there. He's still helping people, and we've since then we've gotten a lot of you guys that have really joined the community and inspired people, and I find that outstanding. So. I've got back into building a little bit of stuff here. I do a lot of designing, obviously, but I got this dune racer that we're doing, and then I'm going to be working back on the project wide body. I've got the wide body back there, and we'll do an overview on that too. But that's behind the scenes kind of thing. And then in the meantime, we're working on the brake kit. We're gonna not only offer that setup for the McQueen style or Mustang style brake setup, but there's going to be some other things coming down the pipeline. So I want you guys to stay tuned. And if you like what I do, I mean, it's free. Just hit that like and subscribe. Copy, paste, share. I mean, anything that you can do to allow me to help the community and make you guys the parts that you want. That is what is important. Getting the parts that you want, the parts that you need. Let me know. Hit me up. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It goes a long way. So until next time, peace.